Hi, welcome back to this Avaricium tutorial series. This is part 2. This section is going to be about this neutral piece. These are called towns. Okay. So what do towns do? So the point of nobility, the main point, was that they can use neutral pieces that are beside them. So towns help nobility build things. So in this case, if you have one town around your nobility, that dictates your it dictates your build range. So right now your build range is 1, right? Right here now your build range is 0. You can't build. You don't have a town beside you. Here it's 1. Now it's 2. What does that mean? So that means that you can spend you could spend an action to build something, to kind of create a piece within 2 tiles away from you. So in this case, so there's this like hexagon around here, right? It's two away from this blue nobility, right? And what could you build there? You could build actually any neutral piece. Okay, you could build any neutral piece, or you could build your color of nobility. Okay, so in our case, so far we've really only learned about 2 pieces, right? We've learned about towns, and we've learned about nobility. So we could build either towns or nobility. So we spend only 1 action, right? Only 1 action is all we need to build, within your build range. So right now here your build range is 2. So, so pop, I made a new nobility. And then that nobility could do things and could move around, right? Like we saw from the previous video. You could build things, of course, on the other side of, like, what I mean is, you could still build things here. So like here, your build range is 3, right? So you look at what's 3 away from you, and, you could build something over here, for example. Doesn't matter that it's obstructed by these towns, okay? If anything's in the way, it doesn't matter. Okay, you could build on the other side of it, just within your, and it only costs 1 action. Okay. Yeah. So that should be it for the explanation. Let's get to the puzzles. Okay. So here we have our first puzzle. The idea is we want to, get something to the red X. So we could, move a nobility there, right? We know how to do that. Or we can, we could, we could build something there. We could get a nobility there. We could get a town there. So in these puzzles, it doesn't matter what you get there. The key is that you get something. Okay, so what's the solution? How many actions does this take? It only takes 1. So because you're 3 away and 3 away from the X, right? You just place something here, and that's it. You can place a nobility. You can place a town. It doesn't matter. Sorry, I forgot to tell you that. You can pause the video. But that one hopefully wasn't too bad. Hopefully, well, okay. So what about this one? Okay. So you could pause the video here if you'd like. Okay, now I'm going to tell you that this takes 2 actions. So if you didn't get in 2 actions, if you got it in more actions than 2, you could pause the video again and try to figure it out. And if you got it, then, well, congratulations to you. There's actually a lot of ways to do this puzzle. You can, so for example, we'll see this is far away, right? So it's 3 away from you, but you only have 2 towns beside you. So what you could do actually is you go and you could build a town, beside yourself anywhere around here, and then it takes 1 action, and then your second action, you place something here. It could be a town as well. Doesn't matter. Okay, that's one solution. Let's look at other solutions because this puzzle actually has a lot of solutions. So one thing we could do is we could build something over here. Like we could build a nobility over here. Yeah. So that takes 1 action, right? Because you're two away from the spot, and you have a build range of 2. And then you could move over here. So 1 action to build, 1 action to move. Another thing you could do is with your second action, you could build something here. You could build a town. You could build 3rd nobility, because this nobility now has a build range of 1 because it's connected to this town. So they could share these towns right here, right? Okay, another solution is you could build over here. So it takes 1 action, and then you could build something over here using this nobility, because now this nobility is connected to these 2 towns. So that takes 2 actions, 1 to build this, a second to build this. So a lot of different solutions to this same puzzle. Okay, and it may not be too tricky because there's a lot of different ways to do it. But hopefully that kind of shows you to try to think in different ways. So what about this one? So pause the video if you haven't gotten it yet. Now I'm going to tell you that it takes 2 actions. Okay. So pause the video if you got it, but you got it in more than 2 actions. And okay. So now let's see. So how do we solve it? Well, I'd be surprised if you got it in 3, or more, or more than 2. But the idea is there's a few ways to do it. So one way is to, take 1, just walk over there. 1, 2. Okay. You could, you could also hop over here. It takes 2 actions. It's the same thing as walking, but it's important because there's going to be puzzles where it's important. Okay. Another thing you could do is you could build an ability, and then that ability could walk over there. Right? Pretty similar. Another way to do it is, to make yourself another town. So how could you do that? Well, you could do that because, you have, I don't know, you're connected to a town. You could build something beside yourself, right? Including another town. So you build a town right here, and then you build something over here. Could be a town as well. Either one works. Okay, and if maybe you've seen this one, so you're wondering why are these here? Our last kind of solution is to move back over here, 1 action, and second action is build something over here. Okay, lots of solutions to that. So let's look at this one. So if you haven't gotten it yet, do pause the video. Okay, so this puzzle takes actually only 3 actions. So if you didn't get it in 3 actions, pause the video and try it in 3 actions. Okay, so what's the solution? It's actually going over here. 1 action, 2 action over here. And third one, you could build on the other side of these towns. That's important. And 3, you could build a ability, a town, whatever you want over here. Okay, there's a lot of different paths on this one. There's a lot of ways to do this in 4 actions. That's the only way to do it in 3. Yeah, so it's a good good puzzle, I think. So this a little harder than the other ones we've been doing. Okay, and here we have the final puzzle for this section. So pause the video if you didn't get it. I'm going to tell you that this puzzle takes 3 actions. So if you got it in more than 3, then pause the video. Okay, so what's the solution? You start off by placing a town over here, right? Using this nobility. Then you have a build range of 2, so you could build this guy here. And then you have a build range of 2, so you could build something over here. Now it's really tempting to do something like 1, 2, 3, 4. So the key here was to build this town in the middle, because it's kind of you have this added efficiency of using it twice, right? Okay. Hope you enjoyed that.